Good girl. Hi. In 1775, Daniel Boone and 30 axemen cut a trail from Sycamore Shoals to Boonesboro, Kentucky. In a week, a number of reenactors and historians are going to recreate that historic route on horseback. We're going to be stopping in schools, state parks, and cities with the purpose to bring the public's attention to this road that was cut called the Boone Trace, later changed to the Wilderness Road. And we'll be giving updates along the way, and you'll be able to see these on my Facebook page, on the Boone Society's website, and on my own personal website, Portals in Time. So we'll try to keep you updated. We've been training today, we've been training off and on for the last month, and it's been exciting and it's been quite a learning experience. We're looking forward to doing this and looking forward to connecting with you during our journey. Thank you. Sweet pea.
How we doing?
Oh, doing great.
Gene?
Just keeping on.
Now we're trying.
Hello, my name is Mark Sage. I'm a full-time author and presenter, and for the past 36 years I've been intensely interested in our American heritage, and that includes our westward movement. When people think about the West, they're always thinking about cowboys and Indians, covered wagons, and the Oregon Trail. But in reality, in my opinion, the most interesting aspect of that westward movement started and happened on the eastern side of the Appalachian-Allegheny mountain chain. And it started in the spring of 1775, before the American Revolutionary War, before Patrick Henry gave his speech, before the battles of Lexington and Concord. It started when Daniel Boone and 30 axemen, under the employment of the Transylvania Company, cut a path from Elizabethton, Tennessee, at a place called Sycamore Shoals, all the way through Virginia, crossing the Cumberland Gap into what is now Kentucky, to the Kentucky River, where they built a fort called Boonesboro. That path, which was blazed on trees and also connected buffalo traces or trails, became known as the Boone Trace. Later it was widened into what became known as the Wilderness Road, and literally hundreds of thousands of people followed that path, which later became a road. Last month, or a couple of months ago really, I had an opportunity to travel that corridor of history with a very fine group of people, historians, interpreters, and support crew. Our mission was to bring that era of American history to life, and as such, we dressed in period clothing. We had horses with us. We rode part of the way. Everything about us, even the horse tack and saddles, were correct for the time period of the 18th century. And we got a chance to interact with the public. And that included school kids, city parks, state parks, national parks, and the public. It lasted for almost a month, and it changed me, and I think it changed a lot of us on the expedition. It gave us a chance, in a very small way, to understand what it was like to travel west in the year 1775. And what you are about to watch are images from that months-long expedition. I hope you enjoy it.
My name, it don't matter, 'cause I'm sure you don't know me or my family. But I scouted with Boone and I helped mark the trail that opened up this country. It was in the year 74 and we were people with our backs to the sea. Nowhere to go, no way to grow, and destined for poverty. It's the wilderness trail, it's the wilderness road, with a dream behind every tree. And there's nothing so grand and there's nothing so fine as them who can claim to be free. Down the warrior's path, past Long Island 4 to the falls of Kentucky, past Anderson's place and Martin Station, we marked each step of the way. With our Kentucky rifles, we fought tooth and claw with Indian brave and free. And in the long run, me and Daniel both reckon they were much like him and me. And we fought like men who had everything to gain or to lose. And when the time came to kill or be killed, there was not 1 second to choose. Lay down, boys, take a little nap, leaving in the morning for the Cumberland Gap. Cumberland Gap, Cumberland Gap, Cumberland Gap. Me and my wife's pal walked all the way to the Cumberland Gap. Cumberland Gap, Cumberland Gap, Cumberland Gap. Cumberland Gap's a mighty fine place. 3 kind of water for to wash your face. Cumberland Gap, Cumberland Gap, Cumberland Gap. Till ain't down while I am gone. Leave my little brown jug alone. Cumberland Gap, Cumberland Gap, Cumberland Gap. Oh, laid down, flew into fits, broke my little brown jug to bits. Cumberland Gap, Cumberland Gap, Cumberland Gap.
Well, America's Frontier History Expedition is over now, but that month-long experience taught us many things about traveling during America's early westward expansion. Mostly, it showed us how hard it was to travel in the elements in the terrain. But it's not over yet, because in the year 1800, Daniel Boone left Kentucky and moved to Missouri, and the Boone Trace actually terminates at a place called Boone Lick, which is in western Missouri. But what the American Frontier History Expedition did is really only a small part of something greater. It's called the Boone Trace Project. And that is a collaboration between the Boone Society, the Kentucky Historical Society, the Departments of Education, Travel, and Tourism. The goal here is to provide educational opportunities in the future for schools and people that are interested in learning about this era of our American westward expansion. For instance, schools would be able to plan field trips along this corridor of history, and there would be places already marked along the way with the geologic and historic significance of the area. Families would be able to plan their vacation around this corridor of history. If you're interested in finding out more about the Boone Trace Project, contact the Boone Society by logging onto their website, and the address is at the end of this presentation. Meanwhile, I'm Mark Sage, Years for America's Early Westward Expansion, and I hope to see you on the trail sometime. Maybe it'll be on the Boone Trace. See you then.
Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the purple heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower by yon clear crystal fountain, and on it I will pile all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? If my true love, she were gone, I would surely find another to pull wild mountain thyme all around the purple heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go?
Mountains rise and valleys fall, sweet waters flow down over it all. The hand of creation lies all around, and the garden is growing even now. Who will work in this garden now? Clear the weeds, lay hold of the plow, plant the seeds and nourish the ground, for the garden is growing even now. Who will raise hope up high, build wings for the dreams and make them fly? Cherish the truth, never lay it down, for the garden is growing even now. Mountains rise and valleys fall, sweet waters flow down over it all. The hand of creation lies all around, and the garden is growing even now.
The time has come, my dearest dear, for you and I to part. How little do you know of the grief and the woe in my poor aching heart. It's what I suffer for your sake. Believe me, dear, it's true. I wish that you would stay with me, or I were going with you. I wish my breast were made of glass, wherein you might behold written your name upon my heart in letters made of gold. In letters made of gold, my dear, believe me when I say you are the one I will adore until my dying